Your forecast across the Caribbean and the Bahamas starts right now.
This is Meteo Mundo.
Hi friends, Rusty back here at Meteo Mundo. We are your home for Caribbean weather. Nice to see you for this latest video. Hope you're doing well. Coming up in this video, we'll talk about some of the localized showers and storms we've had today. Got your island by island weekend forecast for you guys, as well as we near the end of the official hurricane season. As always, Meteo Mundo is sponsored by the Lean Law Firm of Central Florida, your hometown homeowners insurance attorneys. They offer free consultation and policy reviews, and they'll walk you through the insurance claim process. Check them out by going to leanomnilaw.com for more information. As always, love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below what's been happening in your area, what the weather has been like. We'll start off with our analysis here, surface-based wise. We have another front working its way into the western Atlantic basin. Now, this time of the year, these are stronger and stronger cold fronts coming off the United States East Coast. Developing gale winds are likely here, and some of that will freshen things up across Bermuda. Now, the cold front was a quick burst of rain. Another trough area of low pressure situated north and east of the Lesser Antilles. It's still driving in some low-level moisture. Now, this time of the year, the moisture content and quality begins to subside a bit, so these are going to be some fast-moving showers, but there will still be parts of the eastern Caribbean with higher than normal rain chances and some fresh winds likely across other areas of the central and the western side of the Caribbean as well. Let's start off with the western Caribbean for today. We have a couple of localized showers and storms out there. This is what it looks like on the water vapor imagery. The red is indicative of drier air, and column-wise, meaning from the surface to the higher levels of the atmosphere, things are beginning to dry out. We see this a lot in this part of the area here as we get deeper into November. Again, these cold fronts coming through the Gulf and that have been able to situate themselves as far south as the southwestern sides of the Caribbean continue to usher in some drier air. Now, we still have some localized showers and storms, and that's going to be the nature of this. I don't expect there to be any large-scale thunderstorm activity over the weekend, but there will still be some spots that will have the opportunity for some localized showers and storms. We're getting some of that in the western side of Jamaica for today. Even some of the central parishes have had at least the opportunity for a shower or storm. Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth parishes from the Sav Lamar area on over towards Treasure Beach and Black River. These are areas right now with the opportunity for a couple of showers and storms. And again, localized, but watch out for some heavier rain, a little bit of gusty wind activity, and a few lightning strikes here or there. The overall content of the atmosphere is not going to be indicative to, again, produce widespread showers and storms, but there is an axis of moisture from, again, open waters back to the far eastern sides of Honduras, slipping back over the Windward Passage there and into portions of southeast sides of Cuba. Even the Inagua area there of portions of the southeast Bahamas have had a couple of showers and storms for today. But back over to the west right now, things have been quiet in our far western areas. Will bring on the current temperatures, warming up a little bit as well. Campeche back up to 91 degrees Fahrenheit. That is about 32, 33 degrees Celsius. Merida hitting around 90 as well. A little bit cooler across Cancun and Cozumel. The rest of the Caribbean coastline of Quintana Roo, Belize City has enjoyed a quiet day. This is what it looks like on the visible satellite imagery. Still an onshore flow. Now, here's the thing. This is the area along with the Lesser Antilles that I expect the best opportunity for some scattered showers over the weekend. So we will see the opportunity for some rain in this area, and I'll highlight that coming up. You get farther north and the air is drier. The skies are fair, and temperatures have been quite lovely across most of the Bahamas, including Freeport, Lucaya, and Grand Bahama, Nassau, New Providence as well. Nice afternoon across Long Island. Our live camera here at the White House area of Long Island, looking off towards the west. Again, just a few fair weather clouds out there, but the rain chances, well, they're few and far between for the central and northern Bahamas. Just a little bit better content of moisture. You can see a stroke of lightning near the Acklands here. Pop up right there. But again, we're talking about very isolated in nature here. Can't rule out a couple of passing showers over Caicos and Grand Turk, but again, that axis of moisture is dropping a little bit farther off towards the south. So we're going to start to see Decent rain chances over Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Nothing outrageously high, but from time to time we'll catch some of these showers. Notice that the temperature there in Santo Domingo actually dropped back down. We've had, again, localized shower activity over portions of the DR and Haiti for today. This is what it looks like right now in the visible satellite imagery. And again, you have low-level clouds out of the east, mid-level clouds dropping in from north to south, and the combination of the two leading to a little bit in the way of, again, lift in the atmosphere with a few showers and storms. Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, not bad at all for today. These are the wind gusts in miles an hour. Christiansted, St. Croix around a 25-mile-an-hour wind gust earlier in the day, but overall we're looking pretty good. Live radar out of Puerto Rico. Again, this is a nice dry forecast here. You can see again, you know, we've had a few showers today in these areas, but they've been very few and far between. And even on the northern side of the Lesser Antilles, things have been a little bit quieter. So fairly quiet radar presentation at the hour, but I do expect this to be an area where we're going to have improved rain chances coming up, and I'll highlight that here in just a second. Let me get back over to our satellite here. We'll loop this back up. And again, a few streaks of clouds, an isolated shower in Anguilla, St. Martin, St. Bart, Saba, St. Eustatius, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, Barbuda, Montserrat for today. A little bit higher opportunity for a couple of showers over Guadeloupe. You can see a little bit of a brighter white with those high-res visible satellite imagery clouds. But again, coming back down pretty quickly. Dominica, Martinique, same situation. Look, from time to time, we'll have some high surf advisories for some of these areas. Now, you get into the Windward Islands, right? And you can see that there are, again, clouds going in different directions. We do have localized, what we call a shear axis over this area, and it is right over the island. So these are the areas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, Grenada, TNT, that will continue to have a little bit higher chances for rain. Yesterday, we did have an adverse yellow alert for portions of Trinidad and Tobago for some impactful weather. It's not the case for today. It's a beautiful shot from Corinth, St. Lucia, but you get the idea again, you know, the opportunity that from time to time we'll have a little bit better rain chance in some of these spots. But it's a beautiful late afternoon there. Let's go back over to our infrared satellite imagery. Again, localized rain. Trinidad, portions of Tobago, even a couple of strokes of lightning, some local downpours. You guys live in these areas? Let me know in the comment section below what's been happening there. Trying to billow up a couple of showers near Nueva Esparta. Another beautiful dry day for the ABC Islands. But for my friends in Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, I know it's the wet season. I know it's been dry. Better rain chances are on the way, but we'll take this again. Live look outside to Oranjestad, Eagle Beach. Even the breeze today isn't as significant. It's a beautiful late afternoon there. All right, let's get into the forecast. As we do so, thanks for taking a quick second and liking this video. Help support the channel more than you guys think. Subscribe. Please join a fantastic Caribbean weather community. Appreciate you guys doing so. Thank you for sharing this with your family and friends. Appreciate all the other ways that you have found to support me here at the channel. All that means so much. So let's delve into what's going to be happening. Now, again, we're pushing into the last 10 days of hurricane season, and things do look quiet overall, right? Looking at the models, I see nothing in the southern Atlantic basin. I see nothing in the Caribbean or the Gulf with signs of any development, all right? We can still, this time of the year, get some of these mid-latitude cyclones to develop, but typically they are hybrid storms and they're moving off to the north and to the east, even away from Bermuda. I'll always keep a very vigilant eye, but as the things go at this point in time, we're looking at the local storms to impact you for the weekend rather than anything very organized. So this is what it looks like here on the model. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do one more quick switch here. Bring this up. You're just going to see a smattering of rain in a lot of areas. Now, I do expect it to be more concentrated off of the northern side of our Central American gyre for most of Central America, building north into the extreme northern sides of Central America, like northern Honduras and the Bay Islands and Belize and Guatemala, and even into the southern sides of Quintana Roo. So these are the areas ultimately for the weekend I expect a best chance for rain. Now, take 1 second for the model to fully pop on here, but still highest concentration, Panama, Costa Rica, southern sides of Nicaragua. Scattered rain, locally heavy downpours for portions of Honduras. That could even include Roatan, Guanaja, and Utila, San Pedro Sula, La Ceiba areas, on over towards Belize City, down as far south as the Chetumal area there in the southern sides of Quintana Roo. But this is where I expect there to be the best chance for some rain. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely to continue here as we go into portions of Jamaica and especially the Cayman Islands. But again, Concentrated? No, but enough moisture to throw a few passing showers in an isolated rumble of thunder the weekend? Absolutely. I expect a better chance for rain for the Cayman Islands compared to Jamaica over the next 48 to 72 hours, but there'll be a few scattered showers in this area. Same situation over Cuba. Central, southeast sides of the island should have the best chance for rain. You get as far north as Savannah, things are a little bit drier. Same thing for Cancun and Cozumel as well. And that'll be the same situation over the Bahamas. Not expecting as much rain for the Abacos or Grand Bahama or New Providence. As a matter of fact, many of those islands could see a completely dry weekend and into early next week. I expect a few scattered showers for Exuma and Cat Island and Long Island and San Salvador back down towards the Acklins. Turks and Caicos will stay with that rain chance as well. Mentioned the cold fronts coming off the United States East Coast. Here comes the next one. Again, wind first for Bermuda. Fast moving showers Sunday, early Monday, and then a lot of wind behind this. Again, potentially near gale conditions, but that is typical for Bermuda this time of the year to have these stronger cold fronts bringing in fast moving, quick rain, and then a lot of wind both before and behind the cold front. Scattered rain with improving chances for portions of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Now again, let me be clear. This is not concentrated enough to cause any problems to any outdoor plans. Yes, you might catch a shower and it might be at the inopportune time, but if you have any weekend outdoor plans, I would go along with it. Always check in with, again, the localized, forecast for beach conditions and for localized surf conditions as well, because from time to time that could be elevated. There could be some swells moving in with some of the fast moving showers, but again, very localized in nature. Rain chances will be a little bit higher for Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda. Decent rain chances, St. Bart's and St. Martin and Saba and St. Kitts and Nevis. And then we'll have moderate rain chances for Montserrat, Guadeloupe, and Dominica. Now, early on in the forecast period, we'll have decent rain chances for Martinique, St. Lucia and Barbados, back down towards St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada and TNT. But these rain chances will tail off a little bit as we get late weekend and early next week, whereas they'll stay a little bit higher off to the east. One area that is likely to stay with more moderate rain chances will be Trinidad and Tobago. You can see, again, this time of the year, the moisture quality is highest farther south in latitude, and so there can be a stark difference with the rain chance that Trinidad gets, even compared to Tobago or Grenada, and certainly other areas north into the Lesser Antilles. My friends in the ABC Islands, desperate for more rain. I do expect that to happen. I know it's been a while and we've had some localized downpours, but it is the wet season and we're going to start to see more localized showers and a few rumbles of thunder developing here. Overall, I have higher rain chances building in late weekend, early next week, and especially even beyond the 3-day forecast in like Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Rain chances could be even higher than what you're going to see here coming up. This is what it looks like, guys. Northwest Bahamas, central and southeast Bahamas, relatively low chance, especially in the northwest Bahamas over the weekend. 20% chance on Monday. Turks and Caicos, 20% chance for showers the next 3 days. Cuba's rain chances will be highest tomorrow, fading just a little bit on Sunday and Monday. There's, again, a decent chance for some rain. Quick moving showers across the Cayman Islands on Saturday. Drier air comes in behind that on Sunday and Monday. Belize City, 30% chance tomorrow, but here you go. It's a 50% chance Sunday and Monday. Some localized concentration of rain, including in the northern sides of Honduras and coastal Guatemala. You get as far north as Cancun and Cozumel, the air is drier. The rain chance is just lower. Jamaica's rain chance is solid tomorrow at 40%. Will begin to fade early next week. 30 Sunday, 20 on Monday. Moderate rain chances across Hispaniola for the weekend ahead and into early next week. Puerto Rico, after a relatively dry Saturday, gets into moderate rain chances Sunday and Monday, building rain chances in the Virgin Islands as well. Sunday, early Monday, here comes the next cold front with the wind and the rain for Bermuda. Fast moving showers, not a lot in the way of totals there. Anguilla's rain chances will build up to a 50% chance on Monday. St. Kitts and Nevis stays on the lower side. Antigua going for a 20 tomorrow to a 40 on Monday. Montserrat 20 to 30. Guadeloupe gets up to a 40 on Monday. Scattered showers for Dominica over the weekend, more isolated in Martinique. And again, not a big chance for rain for St. Lucia and SVG, potentially a little bit higher on Monday. 30% chance tomorrow for Barbados, 20 Sunday. Another weak system enters the picture for Barbados on Monday. A few more showers then as well. Again, as far south as Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to hold on to a little bit higher rain chances, but nothing outrageously high. TNT 40 tomorrow, 30 Sunday and Monday. Suriname and Guyana, moderate rain chances for the weekend as well. Nueva Esparto, 30% chance tomorrow, 20 on Sunday and Monday. There's the building rain chance in the ABC Islands. 40% chance Sunday, 40% chance on Monday, likely on Tuesday. If things hold out from what I'm seeing on the models, there's at least a 50% chance for rain on Tuesday. Obviously, the cold fronts kick up the conditions in the western Caribbean, the western sides of the Atlantic. We'll have another cold front moving through the Gulf, and this will drive in some moderate fresh breezes into the northwest Caribbean. Now, it won't be till mid to late next week. You can see that starting to come in here. Again, down the forecast period here. There it comes. We should actually freshen up some winds here, and ultimately, we'll start off a little bit quieter for the forecast period this weekend, early to mid next week. But as we get towards the end of November, I do expect things with these fronts to freshen up some of those winds in some of the area. So rainfall totals are likely highest near our Central American gyre in the monsoon trough, building north over the period as well. Another front tries to bring in a few showers towards the Bahamas. That boundary is likely to stall out southeast Cuba, Turks and Caicos, northern sides of Hispaniola with a few pockets of locally heavy rain. Again, you look in the eastern Caribbean, a general sense will be the farther south that you go in latitude. The rain chances are ultimately a little bit higher for the week ahead, and rain totals will come along for the ride there. So TNT, again, a couple of inches of rain. The windward sides of the islands overall could see a few more showers than the leeward sides. And again, ultimately, many areas will have under 25 millimeters or an inch of rain, at least over the weekend ahead. Friends, I appreciate you guys. As always, you can follow us across all of our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. You can send me a picture or video to help tell the weather story in your area, myMediaMundo@gmail.com. You got a question about the forecast, feel free to drop it in the comments section below. While you're down there, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for continuing to watch these videos as well. I appreciate you guys. Please remember that Meteo Mundo is sponsored by the Lean Law Firm of Central Florida, your hometown homeowners insurance attorneys. They offer free consultation and policy reviews. You want to check them out? All you got to do is go to leanomnilaw.com for more information. Friends, have a great rest of your day. I'm back soon with the latest forecasts across the Caribbean and the Bahamas for you, right here at Meteo Mundo.